making a cup of coffee with solar energy in the Smoky Mountains. It's a dream for me, I think.
So we're pulling through what, Pigeon Forge? We're here in Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. What's a bear say? Very good.
I'm John. This is Danny, and this is our home, Taterbug. There are many rewards and challenges that full-time RV life has to offer.
Oh my!
Especially with this little guy. Meet Abraham. Olé! So subscribe and come along for just a tiny snip of our family's life as we enjoy the trip. Look at this is like highway traffic in the middle of the mountains. So right now we only have 2 nights booked at this KOA we're about to show up to. And when we get there, we're going to use some Wi-Fi and see if we can find a place to park for longer, because it's rainy right now, but it's supposed to be 80 and sunny the next 2 days.
Yeah. It's raining and 40 degrees right now, and then the day that we leave, it's supposed to be 80 degrees, so definitely want to stay longer for that. It literally looks like Ocean City.
Right.
Souvenir City.
Margaritaville. What the f?
License plate numbers?
I can go out there and read it off to you real quick.
Oh, that's okay. What state are your plates registered in?
I'm always a little more careful when there's an escort to our campsite, usually because this means it's at least a bit tight getting in, and this time was of course no exception. It took us a couple approaches back and forth to wiggle back in, and sure enough, nice and slow, we made it. First thing we normally do is pull out the slide, but not before checking underneath for toys that may have accumulated during the trip. There's been a couple times when we just pushed it out and then heard the plastic crunch, and it's either the toy or worse, one of our slide out rollers. You know what else accumulates on the trip? Dirt. Lots and lots of dirt. So one of the things that Danny always does is sweep after we arrive to a place. Normally I'm outside transitioning Tater from road mode to chill mode while her and Abe are inside. Abe doesn't have much to do with it yet, but his time's coming. We brought passengers from Florida. Couple mice, more than one probably. Little family.
A big family.
Maybe big. We just put the slide out for the first time in a week, and they're like shuffling around.
I heard them. I kicked the wall, and it's like 5 o'clock. We decided to just go grab some grub down on the street. We're gonna walk down there because we're at the KOA, so it's within walking distance. Kind of looks really touristy, but we're here for it today.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine.
It was just like a 3-minute short walk into town from the KOA.
It never gets me down, yeah.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion, and it's mine.
That's a huge coach.
So our first full day at the KOA here in Pigeon Forge. The RV's a wreck. We've been letting just Abe wreak havoc. Today we're going to check out a river mine. Once Abe and Danny wake up, we're going to head about 20 minutes east and check out this little river mine that's supposed to be not a tourist trap and be full of rich history and just really pretty and a cool place to hang.
Oh my god, look at all the gems that they found.
We're at the Little River Gem Mine. This was about 20 minutes from our KOA in downtown Pigeon Forge. Whoa, those are some big rocks. Hopefully we get to find our own gems here, right? That's kind of why we're here.
That's the whole point, yeah. Did you find all of those? Yeah? No way. Dang, that's a lot.
What exactly are the buckets full of? Rocks. Just rocks, sand? And is that from like a local mine around here, or how do you?
No, all over the world, we get our sand from here locally, so you have a chance to get the rubies and stuff like that, or garnet, or it could be anything that may have come locally.
Awesome.
But however, we do throw things on top of a huge pile and just shovel it out
We're not
because we
mad at it.
don't want you to go home empty-handed.
There you go, fair enough.
It's not that much different than actually going out and mining your own rocks.
Yeah.
We'll do
If
this
you've ever
one.
been gold mining, you would understand it's the same thing.
Are people still doing that in this area?
What, mining?
Gold mining?
Not so much. The gold that is here in Tennessee is known as flour gold. Flour. It's so fine, it's flour. You could bake a bread out of it. There's a lot of it here, but the equipment to collect flour gold is extremely expensive. And that's why you go to like Nevada and stuff like that, because you can look at the ore there and say, where's the gold? Well, wait a second, about 40% of what you're looking at is
You just
gold.
have to break it down.
You have to crush it down.
It's not like what this guy used to do out here in the pan.
Georgia.
Georgia,
Yes.
that's where we should be panning?
That's where actually a lot of gold is still at.
What is that?
Hadrosaur egg.
What's
A what?
Egg.
It's a dinosaur egg?
Yes.
What? Are you serious?
The real deal.
Well, what type of dinosaur is that?
I believe that was a hadrosaur.
Dude. Hey, do you see this dinosaur egg, man?
Touching a dino egg.
What? So that's like stone, right? Obviously, that's but it just mimicked the shape of the egg so well too. Just finished up at this gem mine. We didn't actually go into like a mine of gems. He was very open about the fact that these gems have been collected by his family and for a long time. This was his mom and his aunt's
This is his third generation.
store. It's a third generation family owned business. They've got like 4 or 5 different stores. His is in Arkansas, but he's running this one here. And the gems were from all over. So he's like, but the dirt's from here. But he's like, we're gonna make sure everybody gets gems. But he was also gave it to us for free and then gave us like a half-hour lesson on so much about gemstones. I feel a lot more educated about gemstones.
Yeah, dino eggs. Like this guy,
Yeah,
like
here's a dinosaur egg.
he knew everything.
He said take anything to the left that you want. What was that? He just gave us extra
I
gems.
got a free tiger's eye.
Dude, this place was super legit. The guy's super authentic and open about everything.
Very informative and knowledgeable about
Told me he
like
needs to
the
start his own
rocks and
school.
gems. Yeah.
He literally is like a swami.
Yeah.
Like the rock sensei. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're gonna go see what else happens today. For those of you wondering, this pool is heated very well, and for good reason. The elevation here in Pigeon Forge makes sure to keep the air temperature pretty chilly during the early spring. You know what else is pretty chill? Our new logo. Time to say goodbye to the Wild Thornbaileys and hello to the Parking Lot Pirates. We came to this decision for a multitude of reasons, but mostly it's because we like our nickname more than our actual name, and we figure it's finally time to own it. So we'll see you next episode for one of the best hikes of our lives, as well as some fun in the Shenandoah Valley. And no, I don't have a catchy tagline for our new brand yet, but it's coming. In the meantime, stay wild.